I'm in Brightspace in week 1, and now we need to purchase your hosting. Now, we already purchased your domain name and Namecheap. So let's scroll down, and number 3 says purchase the hosting plan. Click Bluehost because this is the hosting service that we will be using. So here is the pricing page for Bluehost. Scroll down, and we're going to do the starter. We don't need business. So go down to starter, choose plan. And since you already bought your domain in Namecheap, you do have a domain. So we want to tick the box that says I want to use a domain. I want to use a domain I already own. So enter your domain without the .com on the end of it, just a domain without the .com. And then click use this domain. Here is the checkout page and what's in the shopping cart. Well, Bluehost loads a bunch of stuff in here that you don't need, or a couple of things that you don't need, which runs up the price. So you do not need site lock essentials. So click remove. You do not want a trial of professional email trial. So click remove. Then you got the starter hosting. Well, you need to choose the 1 year, which will run you about $57.48. Of course, this could change after this recording, but it should be around that amount. Now, create your account, enter your email and your password. Do not click any of the add ons, and then simply put your card information in or use PayPal, and then you will submit your payment. If you do not want to get anything in your email from Bluehost, tick that off. Then submit your payment. After you made your purchase, the first page that comes up should be your Bluehost dashboard with your website tab open. And then you'll notice that the domain that you bought from Namecheap that you loaded during the purchase of your Bluehost hosting package, when you ticked, I already have an existing domain, this is already loaded for you. But there's a few more things we have to do to get everything active. Go under billing. Now, it's most likely that after a year, you do not want this hosting. So it will renew at a high price. So you don't want to get surprised with that. So I recommend to tick off auto renewal. Go back to websites. So now you want to connect your domain to your hosting package. The way you do that is you go in your Bluehost account dashboard and click domains. You'll see status, external domain, and name server 1 and 2. Well, this is what you need. So click these little boxes to copy both of these. And then go over to your Namecheap dashboard. So you log in, go to your Namecheap dashboard, find your domain that you purchased for this class, tick manage, and then go down to name servers and go to name basic DNS, click the pull down here and select Custom DNS. And name server 1, you want to paste in ns1bluehost.com. And name server 2, you want to do the second one, ns2.bluehost.com. And you can see over there is an X and a check to save this. Hit the check. This is kind of hard to see, so make sure that you do this. So click check for save. Wait for it to save. And there you go. You've added the Bluehost name servers to your domain, which you purchased in Namecheap. Do not skip this step because your website will not work until you load the Bluehost name servers in the back end of your Namecheap. So in your Bluehost dashboard, click under websites, click manage. You'll see that your SSL is still in progress. Don't worry, this is propagation. It'll take up to 72 hours, but probably only take a few hours. So you can see welcome primary domain is here. So click manage here. And you'll see a temporary domain and your main domain, which this is just your temporary URL, your temporary domain for now. And as it propagates, this will be the one that just you'll see. But after propagation, it'll go to your primary domain, the one that you bought from Namecheap. But you can see it's pending site URL in progress. So if you click the little pop-up here for information, it'll say the site is currently using a temporary domain, and it'll list the domain, temporary domain. It's finished setup. You are currently setting up a virtual host. So once all these steps are complete, this site URL will automatically be updated to your primary domain. So just be patient and wait for this process to finish. Now let's go back to your website. Okay, let's go to your WordPress admin. Tick WordPress admin. What's going to happen here now is Bluehost is going to load an onboarding welcome screen. Well, we don't want that. So to bypass this, let's go up to your browser address bar or window and let's go from the question mark back and delete that and then hit enter. Well, this will bypass the onboarding screen and take you right into the back end of your new WordPress dashboard. This is the beginning of the website. So there's a lot of things we need to do here to kind of clean things up. So let's go over that. So let's go down to your plugins. Over here on the left side, go down to your plugins. Go to install plugins. Okay, by default, Bluehost will upload a bunch of plugins we're not needing right now. So what we're going to do is get rid of them because they're just in the way for now. So what you do is go up here under plugins and tick this box, and that will select all of the plugins. Go under bulk action and deactivate, and then click apply. Okay, now that you deactivate, reselect all the plugins again, go under bulk action, and we want to delete these. So click delete. Okay, and then wait for them to delete. Now let's go to your dashboard again. And now all these little screens we want to get rid of because they're kind of in the way. So you click screen options, pull it down, and just tick these off one by one, and it'll clean up your dashboard, and click screen options back up. There you go. A nice fresh looking WordPress dashboard. Next, we're going to go under pages, and then we're going to click add a page. Okay, now click off the choose a pattern screen and go to add a title and just all caps type in home. This is just a placeholder for now. Click publish, then click publish again. Go back to the WordPress dashboard up here in the left corner by hitting the little W, and you'll see that you have home here. Now let's go under settings. Let's go under reading. Under your reading settings, let's set your home page. You need to set the home page. This is a very important step. So in your reading settings, your home page display, select a static page. Click it. Under home page, find home and click it and save. This is necessary for every new website or subdomain website that you will do in the future because you need a home page. So let's go back to general settings after you set your home page. Let's set this to Eastern time zone. The way to do that is under general settings, go under time zone, scroll down to time zone, and you'll see a pull down. Well, you want to find New York for Eastern time zone for this. So just be patient and scroll through till you find New York here. Here it is. And then go down and save changes. There, your new WordPress website is ready for you. As you notice, it's still under the temporary domain, but it will propagate and this will change to your primary domain that you bought from